Hi, this is Abir Khresa. Today we're gonna talk about rational numbers. Let's first talk about what are rational numbers. When we see rational numbers, we think ratio. Rational numbers are numbers that can be written as the ratio of two integers. We can write it as fraction a over p as long as p isn't 0, because remember, if p equals 0, that's undefined. So as long as a and b are integers, then we can get irrational numbers. Now you might be a little bit confused talking about integers, talking about rational numbers. So let's do a little graph to help you to remember. So the basic are the whole numbers. The whole numbers are the positive numbers, no negative or decimal, just positive, like 0, 1, 2, and keep going forever. And we talked about integers numbers. Integers numbers include whole numbers and also the negative numbers, like you see, -1, -2, and so on. Now we get into the rational numbers. Rational numbers include whole numbers, integers numbers, and also include decimal, like you see 0.5 minus 4.5, and also fraction 2 over 5 and minus 1 over 8. So I hope this graph help you to see the relationship between rational numbers, integers numbers, and whole numbers. Now we have this example. Is it a rational number? If I asked you, is it a rational number, that means, can we write it as a ratio with two integers? So, like you see, the first example that we have today is 2. Is it a rational number? Like you see, we can write 2 as 2 over 1, and both are integers. So good, it is a rational number. The other number that we have -4, like you see, we can write it as -4 over 1, and both are integers, so it is a rational number. We have also 0.25. We can write it as 25 over 100, and in the simplest form 1 over 4, so it is a rational number. Also, we have 30%. We can write it as 30 over 100, and in the simplest form we can write it as 3 over 10, and both are integers, so it is a rational number. The last one that we have, 1 over 5, and surely 1 over 5 is a rational number because we write it as a ratio with two integers. We have another question, write as a decimal. So each of these we're gonna convert to a decimal. Like you see in the screen, we have 1 over 2, and 1 over 2 is a fraction. We're gonna convert it to a decimal number. If we convert 1 over 2 to a decimal number, it will be 0.5. And we have another number, like you see, -2, 1 over 4. If we convert it to a decimal number, it will be -2.25. So we convert the fraction to a decimal number. Write 0.26 as a fraction in simplest form. So to do that, you need to know the number place value. Like you see, this is the 10th place and this is the 100th place. So if we read it aloud, you can say 2600. That gives you a kind of hint as what the fraction looks like. 26 over 100. So write a little hint. When you convert it from a decimal to fraction, just read aloud. So the second part is write it in a simplest form. Like you see in the screen, the fraction is not in the simplest form. So to write it as simplest form, we can divide both numbers by 2. So after that, the fraction will be 13 over 50. 13 over 50, and it is in a simplest form. So thank you for watching my video, and please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe it to get another videos about mathematics concept. So thank you for watching and goodbye.